Hi everyone. We started off our new service 2 of the best on our Facebook page, Macbet Racing. We were able to get away with something. We had our first best was in her time. We It should have won for sure and certain. It was slow out and then got a little check, and then he was buggered by that stage. Went really good. I haven't seen a bigger run than that for a long time. So it should have won, but we didn't get the money there. And then we chimed into the Toowoomba horse called Aga Panther. Now, I think its last match bet on Betfair was around the 260. It did get out to 240, 245 with the corporates. Firmed up a little bit late. So we're able to get away with a little plus for the service on Saturday. Going back to Doomben, we started off the day with only a small little play for us. We threw something on cruising speed just because it got out in the market. It got out to around the $5 mark at one stage. It was shortened right up, then blew out for some reason, and we were able to take that. It was quite good odds, we thought. We backed Not In Your Life. It was our second pick. It was probably a better result for us than cruising speed. We were happy to bet around Careless. That's why we finished up playing, because the market, even though it got out, it was quite easy to be on the other two. And we even threw something on Flying Light, and we thought it had a hope. So we quinelled them in the first race. The second race, well, we're probably a bit lucky on this race in that I was half thinking the fence might have been a touch off in the first. So all that did was push me right into Curdled. We played hard in this race, and we finished up backing it and having a good bet on it and Lady Lark, who was a little bit suspect at the 1350. But I thought I was going to get good odds because Pretty Fast was going to be in the inside pad, and probably under the odds as it was, and with the inside being possibly off at that time, I was keen to bet, and we were lucky to get away with it with Curdled around about the $7 or $8 I think we got on Betfair. In the next race, we didn't play here. We were worried about how far Red Hot Miss was going to get back, and it did get back a long way. We're lucky that we didn't play in that race. In race 4, again we launched into this race. We thought that there was not many chances in the race. With a Promise got out to around $6 or a bit better on Betfair at one stage, and that was massive odds for that mare. She's lightweight in this race. It was just fantastic odds. So we came into it and we had a good bet on Eat My Trust, who we thought would run on, and it probably was a little bit ordinary sort of ride, I thought, but it went okay. And we saved on I'm a Ripper, so it was a nice result again for us. I'm a Ripper, I didn't know what to think about that horse, but we were quite happy to save on it. But that was a really nice race, that one for us. Race 5, I was very worried about where Rudy was going to get to. I didn't know whether he'd drift back a little bit or go forward, because he can pull. He finished up in the right spot. I think we set out to our audio clients that we weren't going to bet, but if we got around the 2-1 Rudy, we were going to throw something on it. We finished up on it in the run, because the way the race was going to be run and where it got to was perfect as it turned out. So I think it was a bit lucky to win. It wasn't real impressive. It was hanging in and doing a few things wrong, but the last sectional was very good. So I think the horse needs a spell now, though. In race 6, we were wrong here a bit. Religify, I didn't know what to think about this horse. If it was left alone at some stage in front, it was going to give a nice boot, but it had gone up in weight, and I was a little bit worried about that. It was just a great ride by Bowman, and he got away with it. We threw something on Ali Lou because they reported to the stewards that they were going to go forward, which they didn't. As soon as they came out of the gates, he grabbed hold, and it was a terrible ride by McAvoy. He got back in the field, he didn't know what he was doing, and the horse went good. It's horse to follow. Double Impact, we had something small on it. Just probably not up to the class, and he's one of those horses that gets you in all the time. Got me in again. Next race, this was a non-event for us. In a time we thought it would win. We threw something on Miss Covergirl at big odds. Nancy, we threw something on it. And we should have thrown something on Tycoon Tyra because we had it $17 and it was, I think it was around about the 30 something dollars at one stage on Betfair, and I missed it, and that was the problem. But that was a sick race for us, that's for sure. And the last race, we just bet small in this race. We had something on Upstart Pride. We thought it would lead. He just come out a little bit slow. He just doesn't muster speed, this horse, and when he didn't come out real fast, he got himself in a real bad position. He was 3 wide and had no hope. Threw something on Too Good to Refuse because when the speed went on in the run, we thought it was a chance, and it ran on quite well. But Burning Passion was too good. We had it about the price. There was no real value for us there, but it was the price that we had it. So all in all, we had a fair day. The service went good, and the new service went good, and we finished up with a little win. So hopefully upwards and onwards for next week.